And what was your relationship with your parents at this time? Like even when you was dealing with your stuff, even at school, were you coming home and like telling them like, "Yo, this is crazy. This is what's going on." Were you experiencing these low moments? You know what I'm saying? As you working yourself up to being alcoholic and dealing with your traumas. Are you communicating with anybody closely?
Nah,
What are your
I was keeping that stuff to myself because, like, at that point, I was living. I think, well, what at the time I got my DUI, I had moved back in with my parents, but before that, there was a time where I was living on my own, and so I didn't tell them what was going on. You know what I mean? It was just me, the bros, friends, and I didn't think I had a problem. I didn't think like I was like, this is what everybody do.
Anybody in your family struggle with
Oh yeah,
addiction?
yeah. My grandfather was an alcoholic. He actually, God rest his soul. He went to rehab, and he had to really, and he put the bottle down. He never had another drink, until the day he died. And so my dad used to always warn me, just be careful, because it creeps up on your ass.
Man, my uncle, so many of the men and just people in my family in general really struggle with addiction. My father, my grandfather, my uncles, and I can remember my uncle. My uncle got sober when I was maybe, I want to say maybe like matter of fact, it was either the year that I was born, me and my cousin that we were born, or the year before. But coming up, we were always close with him, and he would always tell us, "Listen, man, y'all got to be careful because y'all have something inside of y'all. If y'all not careful, y'all gonna wake that
Bro.
Y'all gonna wake that monster up in there, bro."
It's a reason why they call spirits.
That's a fact.
It's a reason why they call spirits, bro.
Yeah, that is a fact.
Because from obviously, like, I mean, I had tons of times I blacked out where I didn't know what was going on, and the people around me told me, and I was like, wait, what?
Were there what were some of the other, because what you really explaining, man, is that you were coping, you know what I'm saying, with your mental health at this time. Was there any other forms of things that you were doing, looking back on it, that you were doing is using this negative coping habits?
Smoking, like I was smoking Black and Miles like crazy.
Listen, bro, I'm laughing because, man, I used to smoke a pack a day, bro.
Bro,
I used to smoke a pack of Miles a day. Matter of fact, I couldn't wake up. I couldn't take a drink. I couldn't take a shit. I couldn't have sex. I couldn't do nothing without having that mile right next. I had a glass ashtray in my car.
Yeah.
With a fresh. Listen, those who know, they know me. They know I am not. I'm not
man.
Lying,
I was like, bruhs, like anytime I was around, bruhs knew to give me some Black and Miles, man. So that was another, toxic habit that, I've since quit. I finally did quit smoking Black and Miles. I still have a cigar every now and then, but yeah, man. And then eating, like I would eat whatever. Like I wasn't really exercising or taking good care of my body. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I was engaging in. I didn't care.
Mine was women. Like I indulged with just messing with a bunch of different women, and I didn't realize at the time that I was avoiding my feelings and just avoiding, the stuff that I was experiencing by like just dealing with a lot of women, And a lot of times, man, a lot of brothers, man, we don't really look at like this frivolous activity, just dealing with a bunch of different women and just messing with different women and just hopping over this one and that one. We don't really understand that a lot of times, man, we are suppressing our emotions and really, living through ego.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that was
trying to conquer.
More than drinking, more than smoking. It was avoiding my emotions and dealing with women, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was a big one for me.
Yeah, man. I mean, and again, like you said, I mean, Jay-Z actually said in a recent interview, a lot of us weren't taught emotional intelligence. Right. So we would reach for the bottle, we would reach for women, we would reach for drugs, whatever, to suppress that emotion, to get away from that emotion, to not process how we're feeling, and to not just feel it, right? Yeah. Like, and that's, that's what leads to addiction. That's what leads to all of that.
Looking back on it, man, how many other people around you, knowing what you know now, the education that you have now on mental health, how many people around you were struggling with the same stuff that you were struggling with?
Probably most of them, man. Most of the fellas I knew, we're drink. I mean, because the thing about it is, birds of a feather, man. So like, you know, if I'm drinking, like I'm drinking around, you know, my homies,
Right.
and ain't nobody like saying, "Nah, I'm cool."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like we all drinking from the same bottle.
Right.
You know what I mean?